Hi friends, I'm Mary. Welcome back to Alaskan Homemaker. Today we're going to make Massaman curry, Massaman chicken curry. So let's get started. This recipe calls for 4 shallots, but I don't have shallots. I never really buy shallots, so I'm going to use a small onion. I'm going to go ahead and get our burner on a 4. So just a little bit under medium. Okay, and I'm going to get that into my veggie scrap bag for my broth. I buy the organic onions from Costco, so I use the peels and the ends of the onions in my broth. Stick that back in the freezer. We're going to get a couple tablespoons of coconut oil into our pot, into our Dutch oven. I have some jasmine rice going in my rice cooker. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get our onions into our pot so they can start cooking. We need 3 tablespoons of garlic, so I've got my garlic, my homegrown garlic that I froze. I pureed and froze it, and I'm just going to chop off 3 tablespoons worth. And there's our garlic. And we're going to need 4 cans of coconut milk. So we're going to go ahead and get those opened up. And we'll go ahead and get some of our spices into a little bowl. Okay, so we need 2 teaspoons of cumin and coriander. Here's our cumin. Okay, we need a teaspoon of salt. And a teaspoon of pepper. I think I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of pepper. Okay. And we need a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I have Ceylon cinnamon. And we need a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and I like to use the whole nutmeg and then grate it on a really fine grater. It smells so good, the freshly grated nutmeg. So we're going to get a 1/4 teaspoon of that into our spice mix. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and we're going to get some ginger. I have some frozen chopped up ginger. I'm going to chop it a little bit finer so nobody gets a really huge hunk of ginger. This is a freezer meal. I'm doing a double your dinner again. I love to do that method of freezer meals because it's not much more effort just to double, triple, or quadruple whatever you're already cooking. And then you've got backup meals for when you don't have time to cook. Okay, there's our ginger. I'm going to bring it over so you can see the onions. We're going to let the onions caramelize a bit. They're just starting to caramelize a tiny bit. So I'll bring you back when they're getting more caramelized. Our onions are nice and caramelized. So we're going to go ahead and add our ginger and garlic. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I don't want our garlic and ginger to burn. Smells so good. I think I'm going to turn it even lower to like 2. All right, and we're going to get the spice mix that we made into our pot. Spices are oil soluble, so I think that's why a lot of dishes call for you to put the spices into the oils. That way you can get the maximum flavor from them. There we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get some of our coconut milk into there. Spices are nicely toasted. Okay, and here's our 4th can of coconut milk. Okay, and I've got a jar of red curry paste. This is a 4-ounce jar, and we're going to add that whole jar in. Ooh, that curry paste smells really good. Okay, and we're going to get 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And it calls for 2 tablespoons of the chili paste from the same brand that the red curry paste was from, but I don't have that, so I'm going to use this sweet chili sauce, and I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of that in. It calls for 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Liquid aminos is really salty, so I'm just going to put 1 tablespoon of this in, and then if we need more, we can always put more in. So I'm just going to put 1 tablespoon. All right, now I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Probably to medium. And we need 3 tablespoons of peanut butter. Okay, while that's heating up, I cooked a whole chicken in the Instant Pot today earlier. And I deboned it, and we're going to get some of that. You need a pound of chicken, so we're going to get some of that chopped up. My family is not a big fan of big hunks of meat, so I'm going to give this a chop. There we go, that looks good. Okay, now we'll see how that looks. Okay, we're going to add some more. I'm also going to add some green beans. I've got some frozen green beans, and you can add any vegetables that you like, and you can put a mix of vegetables. This is what I have on hand, so I'm just going to get those in there. Okay, we're gonna let that simmer, and I'll bring you back when it's all warmed up. Our curry's all finished, and I've got one ready for the freezer. Here's one ready for the freezer, and I'm gonna put saran wrap and foil on it and date that and label it. And I should have mixed in the curry paste, the red curry paste, along when I put the spices in, but I got a little ahead of myself. It still tastes delicious. I took a little taste to make sure the spices were on point. It would have been better if I would have done it at that time though. And fried it with the oil a little bit. But that's okay, it still turned out. Okay, so we have our freezer meal all labeled and wrapped up. And here's our delicious curry with jasmine rice. And it's kind of a one-pot meal because you've got your veggies and everything, your meat and your carb. So here we go, let's give it a try. That is really delicious. We love this curry. We make like 3 different curries, and this is one of our favorite ones. If you like this recipe, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. That way you don't miss any of our recipes. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.